back and forth, and we got a little bit better on both sides of the ball, which is all you're looking for. And so get that cleaned up and then get another good day today. So we're looking forward to that. Questions?
Preseason game coming soon. I know you got a few days yet, but what's the line with maybe some rookies, guys that you expect to help you play quite a bit, but guys that maybe need, you want to see play some time too, but what's the fine line there of deciding kind of who plays, how much they play, especially with the young guys that you expect a lot from once the regular season comes too?
Well, I think all of those guys need to play in a game or games. So I think our young guys are going to, I see them playing in this game. Now, am I going to say that it's written in stone right now? No, I'm not. But I think I'd like to play those guys. So that's the good news is, we got 4 games here starting with the Hall of Fame game to get them some reps. So that'll be the plan. Personal reasons.
Jack Campbell mentioned him in the spring. Just somebody asked him if he's standing out. He said, "Chris is just a guy that always does everything right." You've kept him around here for a couple of years. What does he mean? What sort of opportunity does he have?
Well, he's another one of our guys that's just a self-made man. He's done nothing but work from the bottom up, and he puts in the work every day, every spring. He's coachable. Always does what he asks, plays hard, finishes. And so, he earned the right to get some reps with those guys. So see what it looked like. And, we know what he is, and we keep testing him to see if we can get him improved.
You're in a good spot with the veterans at the top of your receiver depth chart, maybe a little bit more stable than you were last camp. But you do have a couple rookies in Tesla and Dominic here. What have been your kind of early impressions of how quickly they're picking things up?
Well, I would say both of them mentally have done a pretty good job. They picked it up pretty good. Scotty's doing a heck of a job with them, and they're both guys that they're getting all the reps, man. The mental, the walkthrough, then they take it out there on the field, and they're doing a good job. I would say, Lovett has gotten more of a, his pop more early out on the field, but I thought Tesla had a really good day yesterday. I can see the uptick now with him. So he's got to stack another good day, but that was good to see yesterday. And that's the first day of pads, by the way. So
he's clearly been hobbling a little bit. He's got that brace on his knee. What does it say, I guess?
Who's that?
Isaac. Just, pushing through pain. How much do you like to see that, I guess, with a young player that's willing to fight through it?
Well, yeah, you like to see it, and because here's the thing, if we didn't feel like he could handle it or he wasn't ready, he would not be out there. Our staff does an unbelievable job, Fish and Mike Clark. And so it's time for him to go, and so some of this has got to be, you are going to have to push through this a little bit. You are going to have to get the conditioning, the number of reps on you. Because the more you do, the stronger you are going to get because you are ready for it. It's just not. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, and so it means a lot to have a young guy who's willing to press and push because they don't all know that yet, and they start figuring it out. So it's good. Yeah, Fip and I are pretty excited. He shows up. He shows up out there on the perimeter. Some of his gunner work, his popped. And. He's somebody we might see if we can get some return reps as well, punt return / kickoff return. So there's something in there. And actually, I would say as a group, Fip and I yesterday, but Fip calls them the Blue Man Group, all right, which is rare to have about 4 or 5 receivers that are popping on special teams right now early, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing because you guys know, and they know, they've been told, man, if you can help on special teams and continue to develop at your role in your position, there's a place for you.
Dan, speaking and staying with your wide receivers, we see the development of Jamison Williams. We see him making plays. What are the points of emphasis for him as he continues to develop the next couple weeks? Yeah, so he is. We're watching last night. We're watching one-on-one reps as a staff again, watching the team as a collective whole staff. And just to watch his development, man, the discipline of his routes, the strength that he's obtained,
the explosiveness. He's starting to figure it out now. He's starting to figure out his body, what he can do. He's much more detailed, and so he's becoming, he's beginning to tap into what he really has. But he's just gotten there. You know what I mean? He's still got so much room to grow. And so you want to ask, and this is, man, don't let the run game stuff slip. You're still a headhunter. He's always been. That's one of the things I loved about him when he was coming out. And so, of course, we want that ascension. That's what you do. But, man, don't let that part of it slip either, because we got some runners now that can take it to the house, finish and do your job.
I know you don't look at highlights of camp and each day, but for us, and trying to summarize to fans out there what we saw, there's been a lot of one-on-one matchups, a lot of Branch and Amon-Ra getting after each other, Montgomery and Campbell yesterday. How much do you as a head coach feed off of it when your starters are just relishing those opportunities? Aiden and Panay for years now.
It's the best. I mean, it's the best. We are fortunate to have a group of alphas, and for those guys to continue to just compete and sharpen each other and work. I mean, you just watch, for example, our one-on-one tackle drill yesterday. Man, David and Jack. In the first one, David gets him cold, and then man, here you go, rep 2. Jack learned a little something. Now he shaved a comb there, but he did learn. He learned from it and came back and competed and got better. And man, I said it yesterday. This is how you just continue to raise the floor and you get better and better. And that's not true. I do watch what's out there. We have a camera on you guys. All right. And so we take a highlight of the day and we show the team. All right. So you never know what that might be, guys. You never know. All right.
And do you have a favorite, going off that, I guess, a little bit, do you have a favorite position drill to watch or a favorite drill that you perform as a player yourself?
A favorite group to watch? Man, that's a favorite drill. Well, yeah, you know what? One of the drills that I really love, and this was implemented last year offensively, was it's basically our catch and run, but it's catch, knife, and both receivers, you got your quarterback, both receivers are running around the bag. One of them is going to get the ball, and then one of them has to immediately turn into a blocker for that runner. I love that one because you come out, you don't know who's getting it right when you turn the bag, and the minute that one catches it, man, you got to turn and burn and make the block, and then he's got to make the adjustment off of the blocker. So it all happens fast, and it's just it kind of initiates the run after catch. The block after catch, I kind of like that one because it gets on you pretty fast.
You know how much you value.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. What was the other one?
Just when you were a player, did you have a favorite drill to do?
Oh, yeah. Nothing really pops right now, to be honest with you. Nothing really pops. And let me think about that when I get back to you. No, we're not going to do that one today.
You know the
Well,
value.
maybe we will now that we just talked about it. Maybe I'll get there too. Okay.
Value placed on special teams, Dan, has always been clear. Kickoff is more punitive for touchbacks this year. It's probably going to see a pretty big increase in returns. How does that change, I guess, maybe the emphasis on those final roster spots? Like, is special teams get a little tick up in value this year just because of the kickoff change?
It will for some teams potentially. I don't think it changes us. We've been the same since I've been here, and I haven't, we don't really think anything different, I mean, our intentions last year were to kick and cover, but we wanted to let Bates grow a little bit here, give him a chance, really focus on just field goals. And then, of course, yeah, you got to kick. And so we put so much more on us, particularly through the spring, about, okay, Bates, man, keep working here, and now it's the kickoffs. And so as far as priority and what we're looking for, none of that's changed. We always value special teams.
The road for Pack City, you got season ticket holders coming in here to step in front of fans for the first time to kick off 2025. What's it mean to you?
It's awesome. Anytime we get our fans, man, our ticket season holders back out here for camp, it's pretty special, and because I've said this before, it doesn't matter where I go, where our players go, the other coaches, they always let it be known, hey, man, season ticket holders since, what it is, 76, season ticket holders since 65, and it just keeps going on, and it's awesome. And so it's our job to give them something to be proud of and continue to want to be season ticket holders. And so it means a lot. We got the best fans, man. We got the best fans. We got the best freaking city. And it's our job to make them proud. We're going to do that.